Hi guys, thank you for tuning in. Today we're gonna be making some traditional Haitian bread. For this recipe, you're gonna need 3.5 cups of flour, one little package of instant yeast, 1.25 cup of warm water, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 4 tablespoons of cold butter, 1.5 teaspoons of salt, and 2 tablespoons of olive oil to grease the pan. So let's get started. So first, in this mixing bowl, you're gonna add your flour, the sugar, and the instant yeast. I don't know why I can never remember. So I'm gonna cut it. So your yeast as well as the butter. Okay, so now you're going to mix the flour by hand, so with your hands, for about 3 to 5 minutes. So you're gonna mix everything like this by hand for about 3 to 5 minutes. Okay, so after about 5 minutes, you can go ahead and add the salt. Make sure you mix that with the flour as well. And then you're gonna add the 1.25 cup of warm water. So now you're gonna knead the mix by hand until the dough is smooth and slightly tacky. So do not add an additional water or flour to this mix. So do not add. Even if you feel like it, don't add anything. Just keep on kneading the flour like this. So you're gonna knead it until you're able to form a ball with the flour. And then you can go underneath and grab all the flour that's at the bottom of the bowl and just knead it together. So you're gonna knead it for about 5 to 10 minutes. I almost forgot to tell you guys that. So 5 to 10 minutes, you're just gonna knead your flour like this, your dough. So after about 5 to 10 minutes, you're gonna form a small ball with the dough like this. And then I'm just gonna set it aside just for a minute. So while I do that, I'm gonna go and grease this bowl, or you can use another bowl if you want, with about 1 teaspoon of olive oil. So you want to lightly grease the bowl. So just a small amount. And then I'm gonna go like this. And then you can go ahead and put your dough in the bowl like this. So you're gonna cover it for about 45 minutes, but make sure it's in a cool place. So I think right here is perfect. And then I'll be back in about 45 minutes. Okay, so 45 minutes later, let's see how the dough looks like. Ta-da! As you can see, it is way bigger than before. So now we're going to lightly grease the countertop. So I'm gonna move this around and just gonna make sure that it's clean. My surface is clean. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of olive oil, just like this. And then I'm gonna add the dough like this. So now you're gonna flatten the dough just like this. And then you're gonna cut the dough into 4 equal squares. So I'm gonna grab a knife. Make sure you don't cut your countertop, so I'm just gonna do it lightly. So 4 equal squares. Doesn't have to be perfect, but try to make it as equal as possible. Okay, and then now you're gonna roll each square into a tight spiral log. So I'm gonna just separate them. Put them aside and then just work with one at a time. So I'm gonna work with this one. So a tight spiral log. So I'm done with my logs. I'm gonna add a little bit of olive oil to my Pyrex here. And then I'm gonna make sure that it's all greased up. In the meanwhile, you wanna preheat the oven at 350. And you're gonna bake your bread for 25 to 30 minutes. So now I'm going to add my logs. And hope for the best. Et voila. So now I'm ready to put in the oven, and then make sure you bake it for 25 to 30 minutes. Okay, you guys, here's the final result. Looks nice and fluffy. I can't wait to dig in. It looks legit, you guys. Look at that. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. Give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video.